Hi, my name is Chris. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm doing Leetcode problem 1122, relative sort array with JavaScript. It's considered an easy problem. It says given two arrays, array 1 and array 2, the elements of array 2 are distinct, and all elements in array 2 are also in array 1. Sort the elements in array 1 such that the relative ordering of items in array 1 are the same in array 2. Elements that do not appear in array 2 should be placed at the end of array 1 in descending order. All right, so what does this mean? So if we look at array, like all these numbers are going to be in array 1, but some of them can repeat, and array 1 can have more numbers. So, but we want the numbers in array 1 to be sorted in the order of which they occur in array 2, and then any numbers that aren't in array 2 come at the end and sort numerically counting up. Okay, so what we can do is we can look at the first number in array 2. That's a 2, so we've got 1, 2, 3 2s. So your first three numbers in your output is 2. Then we come to 1. There's only one in array 1, so you just have that 1, 1, 4, then 4. Look at 3. Now there's actually two 3s, one there and one there, so now we put two 3s there. 9, there's only one 9, so there's our 9. 6, there's only one 6. And then we're left with a 7 and 19. Those numbers are in array 1 but aren't in array 2, so we put them in, at the end in alphabetical order. Not alphabetical order, I'm sorry, in ascending order, excuse me. That's all there is to it. Okay, so what we need to do is, let me copy this. I'm going to use this example. I'm going to move over to CodePen. Let's create our variables, I should say, sorry. Let's create our function. So we're going to create three variables right off the bat. Just having to load this console so we can see what we're doing here. So we're going to create an object that says const, or it is nums in both. So these are the, basically we're going to start by looping through array 1, and anytime we see our number, we're going to check to see if this array 2 includes it. If it does, we're going to create a key value pair of the number being a key and that being set equal to 1. And then when we see the number again, we just increment the value, so that at the end of the day, we're going to have nums in both will show all the numbers in here that occur in array 2 and how many times they occur. And then we're going to create an empty array called nums not in both. And then a result. Oops. At the end of the day, we want to return result. Okay, so essentially what we're going to do, like I said, we're going to put all the numbers that occur in both and how many times they occur into this object, all the numbers that don't occur in both into this array. And then what we can do is then we can loop through array 2, and we come to this 2 and we say, okay, let's look in numbers in both. How many times does that occur? It occurs 3 times, so we start by pushing in 3 2s. Then we go to 1, we say how many times does that occur? We look at numbers in both. It occurs once, so we push in 1 once until we get to the end, right? And that'll get us up to this 6. And then all we need to do is sort nums not in both in ascending order, and then just concat the two result and nums in both. All right, so hopefully that makes sense. So what we're going to do to start is we're going to loop through array 1. I'm going to use the map method. And what we're going to use a ternary operator. We're going to say if array 2 dot includes num and num in nums in both. So this is saying, okay, we'll start with this 2, right? So it's saying array dot includes is true, so it's saying if this number occurs in array 2 and if that key exists in nums in both. And if that is the case, like we said, we're going to increment the value of num in nums in both. Now keep track of how many times that occurs, right? Whoops. And then we have an else if that says just if array 2 dot includes num. In that case, we want to create a key in nums in both called num and set that equal to 1. And if the num is not available and is not included in array 2, we just push into nums not in both dot push num. All right, let me move this over a little bit. So now if we return So now we have an object showing how many times each one of these numbers occurs, and then we have an array with the numbers that aren't in both arrays. Okay, so the next thing we need to do is we need to push into results. Each number in array 2 and how many times it occurs in array 1. We're going to use nums in both for that. So we can use the map method again to loop through array 2. And then we're going to set up a while loop. And so we're going to say while nums in both at num is greater than 0, we're going to push num into result, and we're also going to decrement the value of nums in both num. We just subtract 1 from that. So this will be, so it's going to put this 2 into result, and then it's going to subtract. Now there's only 2 2's left. It's going to put another 2 in. There's going to be 1 2 left. It's going to put another 2 in. It's going to be 0 2's left, and then we leave the while loop. So that's what that's doing. So let's return result. Great. So now we have our result up to the point of having nums not in both in there. So all we can do is we can add the 2 together with the concat method. Oh, and then we need to sort this one too. So don't forget to do that. Because this one's already sorted, but some of the other ones aren't. And that should give us what we want. Cool. All right, let's grab all our code. Paste it into Leetcode. Format our code. Run our tests. Cool. Let's submit. Fantastic. It's nice and fast. All right, hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did and you found it helpful, please like it. It helps my channel to grow. If you'd like to see more like these, please like and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you again real soon.